Alright YouTubers, welcome back to the Angry Nerd Gaming channel, and you are currently looking at the Messerschmitt Bf 109 F-4. Now in this video I will give you a brief history of the Bf 109s, but the focus and the gameplay of the video will be on the F-4 variant. The Messerschmitt Bf 109, also known as the ME 109 by most Allied pilots and aircrew, was a German World War II fighter aircraft designed by Willy Messerschmitt and Robert Lusser during the early to mid 1930s. It was one of the first truly modern fighters of the era, including such features as an all-metal monocoque construction, a closed canopy, retractable landing gear, and was powered by a liquid-cooled inverted V12 aero engine. It was originally conceived as an interceptor. Later models were developed to fulfill multiple tasks, serving as a bomber escort, fighter bomber, day/night all-weather fighter, ground attack aircraft, and as a reconnaissance aircraft. Its primary role, however, was that of a high-speed, short-range interceptor. It utilized the most advanced aerodynamics of the time, and its advanced structural design was ahead of its contemporaries. The initial production models of the A, B, C, and D series were powered by the Junkers Jumo 210 series engines, which were underpowered and only had about 690 horsepower. Although a handful of the prototypes of these early aircraft were converted to use the more powerful Daimler-Benz DB600 engine. The first major redesign came with the E series, including the naval variant, the Bf 109T. I was unaware that there was a naval variant of the Bf 109. The Bf 109, or EML, introduced a number of structural changes in order to accommodate the heavier but significantly more powerful 1,085 horsepower Daimler-Benz DB601 engine, heavier armament, and increased fuel capacity. Later variants of the E's introduced a fuselage bomb rack and used the DB601N engine with higher output. The 109E first saw service with the Condor Legion during the last phase of the Spanish Civil War, and was the main variant from the beginning of World War II until mid-1941, when the Bf 109F replaced it in the pure fighter role. The second major redesign during 1939 to 1940 gave birth to the F series. The Frederick saw a complete redesign of the wings, the cooling system, and the fuselage aerodynamics. The F1 and F2s were powered by the DB601N with 1,159 horsepower, and the F3 and F4s were powered by the DB601E with 1,332 horsepower. The F4 was considered by many as the high water mark of the Bf 109 development. The F series abandoned the internal wing cannons and concentrated all armament in the forward fuselage, with a pair of synchronized 7.92mm machine guns above the engine and a single 15 or 20mm cannon firing through the propeller hub. This configuration was used by all subsequent variants. Some of the later models of the F-4s were compatible with mounting two 20mm cannons on a wing in flared gondolas. These were designated F-4R1, and 240 of them were produced in the first quarter of 1942. This optional additional armament was standardized as field kits for the later G and K Series 109s. The G Series, or Gustav, was introduced in mid-1942. Its initial variants, G1 through G4, differed only in minor details from the Bf-109F. Most notably, the more powerful 1,455 DB605 engine. The later G series, G5 through G14, were produced in a multitude of variants, with upgraded armament and provisions for a number of pre-packaged armament kits. By early 1944, tactical requirements resulted in the addition of water injection and high-performance superchargers, boosting the engine output to 1,973 horsepower. The Bf-109G was the most produced series, with some 12,000 units being manufactured from March 1943 until the end of the war. More than one-third of all Bf-109s were built to the G series standard. The final production version of the Bf-109 was the K series, or Kurfürst series, introduced in the autumn of 1944. It was also powered by the DB605D engine with up to 1,973 horsepower. Though externally akin to the late production G series, a number of internal changes and aerodynamic improvements incorporated that improved its effectiveness and remedied some existing flaws, keeping it competitive with the latest Allied and Soviet fighters. The Bf-109's outstanding rate of climb was superior to all Allied adversaries, including the P-51D, Mustang, the Spitfire Mark 14, and the Hawker Tempest Mark 5. From its earliest service in the Spanish Civil War until the dawn of the jet age at the end of World War II, the Bf-109 was the backbone of the Luftwaffe fighter force. The Bf-109 was the most produced fighter aircraft in history, with a total of 33,984 airframes produced from 1936 to April 1945. From the end of 1941, the Bf-109 was supplemented by the Focke-Wulf 190. Post-war, the 109 was built in Czechoslovakia as the Avera S-99 and S-199, and in Spain as the HA 1109 and 1112. Ironically, in May 1948, Israel bought 25 inferior Czech versions of the famed Luftwaffe fighter for a pricey $1.8 million. Now in War Thunder, you can get your first Bf-109. In Tier 2, it's the Bf-109E and the E3. And below that in Tier 2, you can get the Bf-109 F1 and F2. But today, we will be looking at the Bf-109 F4 and F4 Tropical. Now the difference between the F4 and the F4 Tropical is the Tropical variant was designed to work in tropical regions. It had a bigger air filter, different gaskets and stuff around the engine, basically to protect it from humidity and sand and things of that nature. But other than that, they're relatively the same aircraft. You can get your other Bf-109s, the G6, the G10, and the K4 in Tier 4, and we will be discussing those in a later video. So the Bf-109 F-4 is a rank 3 with a battle rating of 3.7. It has a max speed of 425 miles per hour. Now mine is minus 8 miles per hour because I have 20mm gun pods under the wings. Has a turn time of 18.8 seconds. Its standard armament is two 7.92mm machine guns and one 20mm cannon firing through the propeller hub. And I do have the two 20mm gun pods under the wings. The Bf-109 F-4 Tropical I have equipped the same way. It is a rank 3 with a battle rating of 4.0, a max speed of 425 miles per hour, minus 8 for my gun pods, with the standard armament of two 7.9mm machine guns and one 20mm. And I also have the two gun pods mounted under the wings on the Tropical version as well. So now that we have gone over a brief history of the Bf-109s, let's jump into a battle and see if we can do some damage. Alright, let's see what we can do with the Bf-109 Fredericks. Okay, this is taking a little bit longer than expected, so I'm going to apologize for that. Hopefully it's gearing us up for a really good map. Grave Robbers Cliffs. Not a bad map. Pretty good. Got three main fighting areas in the center canyon and on the two sides. So we're going to go in with the Bf-109 F-4 Tropical. For some reason it seems to handle a little bit better than the regular one. Let's check the roll rate. Here we go. And out. And that's how we roll up here, the Android Gaming channel. P-47 down low. It may be laden with bombs. Let's go find out. Did he get to drop them? think he did. Bow fighter. He's after our PE3. I'm gonna change from that attack and switch over to this angle. There we go. P63 down here on the P40. Missed it. Totally missed it. Oh, maybe not. Oh. P63. Hellcat is coming in on him. I was wanting to give him a little bit since he hit me. Alright, now I gotta rearm, bug out. The wife has just come home, lovely. So I may mute the mic just a little bit. Okay, I'm back. Let's reload again. Oh, we got a B-25 over here in our area. And I'm just getting my cannons back up. How nice is that? Might as well reload again. May have been a little premature on that reload. No, we might make it. Finally. Somebody's hitting me. Who is it? An I-15? Really? You gotta appreciate that. Oh, he's down before I could go back and give him some. Oh, come on. Kind of damaged. I'm having real trouble. Some rounds in on him. Where's my airfield? I might need to put this thing down. She's not handling very well. That wing is not doing well at all. I'm going to mute for a minute. Okay, so you saw me switch out aircraft. I'm now in the Bf-1094. And I did that just so I could come back in the game at altitude. I still have that plane left. I can utilize it again if I need to. Excuse the background noise. I'm going to try to get in a couple shots on this Wellington here. Okay, who we got? An I-15. Woohoo! I should have stayed on that Wellington. I was just trying to give him a couple of hits. Alright, let's turn around and go back where the other aircraft are. Okay, we have an F-2A climbing here. Totally missed him. Got him that time. DO-217, but he's got a lot of people on him, but I'm still going to put some rounds in him if I can get over here. Break off. Kill assist. Reload. Bf-109 out front. There we go. Lovely. P-39. Drop my nose down, gain some speed, and see if I can get over here in time to engage him before this game ends. Got a couple of hits on him. Got him. I L2 back here. Oh, he must have got killed. Got a hit on the KI-61. I need to close the distance. Dang it! Okay, let's see what we ended up with. We got Hero of the Sky, destroyed the most air targets. We also picked up the Survivor for not losing any vehicles, and battle trophies of 7,500 silver lions. Now I wish it was dollars. Okay, let's see. We destroyed 12 enemy aircraft with 2 assists, 99% battle activity. We had 62,646 silver lions. And we came in second on the team. This guy here was kicking ass. He had 12 air targets and 17 ground targets. He also lost 3 aircraft though, but he was still doing really well. So let's save this. So, I hope you enjoyed this look at the Bf 109 F4s. I will probably do this G2 by itself because it's not really in the G6 category. So we'll see. It flies exactly the same as these F4s. So if you like these, you'll like that G2. But anyway, if you like the video, like it. If you didn't, don't. Subscribe if you would. I could really use the help. But as always, thanks for watching. Nerd out.